Ladies and gentlemen, stop asking for permission to be powerful. That mindset, that quiet, invisible question you carry around, waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to rise, that is what's been holding you back. Somewhere along the way, someone made you believe you had to wait for a green light. Maybe it was a teacher who underestimated you, a boss who overlooked you, or a parent who never spoke life into your potential. And ever since, you've been moving like power is something outside of you, something you need to earn, borrow, or beg for. But power doesn't work like that. It's not something anyone else can give you. It's not a vote of confidence from someone above you. It's not a job title, a follower count, or a round of applause. Power is internal. It's quiet, steady, and deeply rooted in your identity. It's in your voice when you speak your truth, even if it trembles. It's in your decisions when you choose purpose over comfort, truth over silence. When you ask for permission, you hand over the keys to your own house. You give people the authority to determine how big you're allowed to be. You let them draw the lines, and then you try to color inside them, hoping they'll clap for you. But that's not power, that's performance. That's walking on a stage built by someone else, playing a role that doesn't fit you, just to be accepted by an audience that doesn't even know who you are. And the truth is, people are uncomfortable when they see someone step into power they didn't authorize. They'll call you arrogant, they'll say you're too much, they'll try to remind you of who you used to be, where you came from, and why you don't belong here. But none of that matters, because the moment you stop asking, you start owning. Owning your time, owning your worth, owning the fact that you have every right to show up in this world without apology, without explanation, and without permission. You don't need someone to validate what's already in you. The gifts, the vision, the fire, it's been there. You've just been dimming it so others feel comfortable. You've been waiting for someone to say, now you're ready. But readiness doesn't come from the outside. Readiness is a decision. It's the moment you look in the mirror and say, I'm not waiting anymore. Stop asking to be picked. Stop asking to be seen. Stop waiting for someone to choose you, to promote you, to give you a seat. Build your own table. Speak like you belong in every room you enter. Walk like the floor was laid just for your steps. This world will always try to measure you with the wrong scale. It will say you're not enough, then punish you for being too much. So stop shrinking, stop second, guessing your voice. You're not here to be tolerated. You're here to take up space. Your pain is the foundation of your purpose. It's not a detour, not a flaw, not a weight meant to break you. It's the blueprint, it's the forge where the fire begins. Every scar you carry isn't just a memory, it's a marker, a signpost pointing to the strength that was born through struggle. The world tries to sell the idea that purpose is this perfect, polished thing, neat, clean, shiny. But real purpose is messy, it's built in the dark, it's built in the silence where no one applauds and no one sees you fighting through the storm. Pain has a way of stripping off what's fake. It doesn't ask for permission to enter your life, it crashes in, uninvited. It exposes what you lean on, what you fear, and what you believe about yourself when everything's falling apart. And that's where the shift happens. That's where the foundation is poured. Not in your victories, not in your achievements, but in your breaking. That moment when you had nothing left but breath, and you still kept going. That's purpose rising. Quiet, slow, almost invisible, but real. You see, pain wakes up things in you that comfort never will. It pulls you into the depth of your own being. It demands honesty. It forces you to look at what you've been running from, and once you face it, really face it, there's a power in that clarity because now you know what matters. Now you understand people's pain. Now your voice has weight because it's rooted in something real. You're not just speaking theory. You're speaking survival. You're speaking from a place that cost you something. Purpose without pain is shallow. It doesn't hold up when life gets hard. But when your purpose comes out of your pain, it's unshakable. It's not borrowed. It's not copied. It's not a trend. It's yours. It's personal. You didn't read it in a book. You lived it. That gives your purpose authority. It gives it texture, depth, grit, and it draws people in, not because you have all the answers, but because you've been there. You've walked through the fire and came out carrying light. Some people try to hide their pain. They bury it, deny it, dress it up. But what they don't realize is that their purpose is buried underneath that pain. When you avoid it, you lose access to the most powerful part of you. But when you sit with it, learn from it, and let it shape you, you begin to rise, not as a victim, not as someone seeking pity, but as someone with a voice, with vision, with fire in their bones. The pain didn't come to stay, it came to sharpen, to mold, to awaken, and when you stop running from it, you'll see it wasn't there to destroy you, it was preparing you, it was carving out the space where your purpose would live. You don't wait for the one, you become the one. Too many people spend their lives waiting for someone to come and rescue them, someone to believe in them, someone to tell them they're enough. They wait for the right mentor, the perfect partner, the big opportunity, thinking that when the one finally shows up, everything will change. But that belief keeps you stuck. That mindset makes you passive. It places all your power in someone else's hands, as if your breakthrough depends on an outside force showing up to fix everything. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to hand you your dream. No one is coming to hand you confidence. No one is coming to validate your voice. That's your job. That's your assignment. You've got to wake up and realize that you are the one you've been waiting for. You are the one who has to show up for yourself when nobody else claps. You are the one who has to believe in the vision before there's any proof. You are the one who has to dig deep and pull strength from places you didn't even know existed. Becoming the one means stepping into leadership without a title. It means moving with purpose before there's a path. It means choosing discipline over comfort, choosing growth over excuses, choosing to rise when everything around you tells you to stay down. You don't need a spotlight to prepare. You don't need an audience to get ready. Becoming the one means working when no one's watching, sharpening your craft in silence, building your character in the dark. People think the one is someone special, someone different, someone born with something extra. But that's a lie. The one is the person who chooses to show up every day when it's hard. The one is the person who keeps walking when the doors keep closing. The one is the person who keeps giving when it feels like there's nothing left. That's not magic. That's mindset. That's a decision. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating it. Not about finding a hero. It's about becoming one. Stop chasing people who don't see your worth. Stop trying to fit into spaces that were never built for you. Stop searching for someone to carry you. You've got legs. You've got breath. You've got fire. Use it. The person you're looking for, the one with the answers, the strength, the boldness, the wisdom, that person is already inside of you. Becoming the one is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming real, owning your flaws, using your story, refusing to shrink, refusing to wait. It's about rising up with what you've got from where you are and deciding that you are enough to begin. Power isn't given, it's reclaimed in silence, action, and truth. The world doesn't hand over power to the loudest voice or the most popular face. Real power isn't gifted, and it's not a reward for following rules. It's something you reach down and take back, piece by piece, especially after it's been stripped away. And that reclaiming doesn't happen in the spotlight. It happens in quiet decisions, in small moments when no one's watching, when the world expects you to fold but you choose to rise instead. Reclaiming your power starts when you stop performing, when you stop trying to become who they think you should be, when you stop chasing approval and start walking in alignment. It doesn't always look loud. It's not always about shouting or demanding attention. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to walk away without explaining, to hold your boundary without guilt, to choose your peace over their chaos. That's the kind of silent power that speaks louder than any noise. Action is where power takes form. All the dreaming, all the talking, all the planning. It means nothing without movement. You reclaim your power through action, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you're afraid. Every step you take toward your purpose, every time you honor your truth with action, you're telling the world, I am not waiting to be chosen. I choose myself. That's power, not in talk, not in image, but in the discipline of doing the thing again and again, no matter who's watching. And then there's truth. Truth is the foundation of all real power. When you stop lying to yourself to make others comfortable, when you stop pretending that you're fine, when you stop playing small just to avoid judgment, that's when you start tapping into something unshakable. Power built on image is fragile. It crumbles the moment people see through it, but power built on truth is grounded. It doesn't flinch when it's challenged. It doesn't collapse under pressure. It stands firm because it's not pretending. The process of reclaiming your power is not instant. It's not a dramatic event. It's a quiet, steady return to who you really are. Every time you choose yourself, every time you speak your truth, every time you take a step without needing applause, you take some of that power back. From the people who doubted you, from the voices that made you question yourself, from the systems that told you to wait your turn, you reclaim it by remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. You don't have to announce it. You don't have to prove it. You just have to live it. Power doesn't scream. It doesn't beg. It doesn't seek permission. It just moves. It just shows up. It just becomes. And when you walk like you remember who you are, when you act like your truth is enough, that's when you're no longer asking for power. You're embodying it.